The Nagyharsány hill is distinguished by its unusual stone furrows. The story goes that the devil plowed up the stone of the hill in a wager, whose prize was to be the beautiful daughter of a local witch. It is these stone furrows that provide the habitat for the Hungarian meadow saffron, which may be found only here in this country. The presence of this rare flower itself tells us that this is no everyday landscape. This is the southernmost part of Hungary. Spring comes early here, and an abundance of sunshine touches the vineyards, which stretch across the southward-facing slopes. The world's famous wine areas are all to be found in similar places. Invitation to the Villány-Siklósi Wine Road. There were vineyards here in Roman times, as is true of all Pannonia, but the foundations of the contemporary wine culture were laid by the Serbs and Germans, who were settled here following the ravages of the Turks. The Serbs brought the Kadarka grape variety to the Villány area, and also the technique of fermenting the red varieties on the grape skins. The Germans, who came somewhat later, enriched the red wine stock with the Portuguese variety. The words Portuguese and Villány have been synonymous for centuries, but in the last decades, this association has broadened, and today red wine and Villány are preferred. Those who understand wine know that its greatest pleasure is derived from tasting in the cellar, where the wine appears in all its natural beauty. This was one of the motives behind the founding of the Villány-Siklós Wine Road, where those who are not seeking intoxicated oblivion from wine may revel in its harmonious bouquet and tastes, thus coming to know the area's wines in the very cellars in which they are produced. The Wine Road provides for those visiting the Villány Hills the chance to make an unscheduled journey from the devotional center of Máriagyűd to the cellar village of Palkonya. On the way, they may be enticed by the historical monuments, the beauty of the landscape, and the treasures of vernacular architecture of both village and vineyard. It is hard to get lost on this road, as the love of visitors will usually mean that you will be passed from hand to hand amongst the proprietors. The Wine Road arranges cultural events and special programs throughout the year, and should you arrive at the right time, you will be welcome to participate in the festivities. People here celebrate more often than elsewhere, for the good name of the wine brings visitors, and if visitors arrive in this area, this calls for celebration. It is at such moments, when the secretive cellar doors are thrown open and all comers are welcomed, that the proprietor may show the fruits of his labors to the world by offering those wines produced from the previous year's harvest. Catering for visitors is just as important to the area's proprietors as is the tending of the wines. Pilgrims to the Wine Road may find comfortable accommodation, open cellars, delicious foods and fine wines in winter and in summer. The Wine Road may be viewed as a kind of school in which to learn about wine culture. Guests, on entering the cellars, may learn about the wines of the area, about the special vintages, and of the history of the wine region. Autumn, the time of the grape harvest, offers the most colorful experiences to the visitor. As the male choirs sound the overture of the opening concert of the European Wine Song Festival, outside, amongst the rows of wines, crossing the hills, there is already cause for celebration. The songs in the festival speak of wine, which, in this region, plays an especially important role in the lives of the people. It provides work and a livelihood, and procures friends and happiness. Those who pass time here may partake of this happiness and may witness both the everyday life and the celebrations of the region. They may learn where and how the region's famous produce comes into being, may taste fine foods and sip wines, such as may not be found thus together anywhere else in the world, only on the Villány-Siklósi wine road.